Bonelab has tons of Easter eggs, ranging from game references all the way to secret rooms. But today we're going over the top 10 secrets in Bonelab. Let's go.
The first Easter egg on this list is in the map Tuscany, where over the water you can find this invisible door, which is a reference to the Truman Show. Using my Nimbus gun, I managed to no-clip through the door. Over here is a little isolated observation room. Over here on this little desk there's a clipboard with some game lore on it. Entering this part of the facility, we find some computer setups, a little kitchen area, a random stack of boxes, and this little machine that has something to do with the void. That's about it for Tuscany, so let's move on to the next map. The next map is Museum Basement. On top of this tower you can find a battery that powers open this door. Behind the door we can find this hallway, and across from the hallway is this creepy warehouse. Inside of the warehouse, if we open this door, we find a crate. Opening this crate, we find a battery. This battery powers this door. And behind this door, we find a weird open hallway. This collect 'em all thing is from Boneworks. And I'm pretty sure this music thing is also from Boneworks. Also, over here, we find this little office thing. This would also be a good place to record your intros. But that's not all. Behind these two vending machines, it takes us somewhere that resembles the Boneworks Museum. Over here references the very end of the Boneworks Museum level, where you have to jump down a big pipe to get at the streets level. And that's about it for Museum Basement. Let's move on to the third map. And the next map is Sprint Bridge, where a lot of people from the community have found a lot of similarities between the helicopter in Bonelab and the helicopter in Half-Life 2. And yes, you can destroy the helicopter, but I wasn't so lucky. However, died. Let's move on to the fourth Easter egg. The next Easter egg is in the main menu, also known as Void G114. Over here it says Arthur was here, which is obviously Arthur Ford. This weird symbol that's all across Stress Level 0 games that has something to do with the SCP Foundation. It apparently means unsafe place. Behind the machine we can see the cake is hard truth, which is obviously a Portal reference. And where this astronaut is another one of those symbols. Let's move on to the next map. And also, if you've made it this far, please like and subscribe, it helps me out a lot. We're halfway through the video now, and number 5 we're in my favourite map, Halfway Park. Over the last 3 years there has been a strong belief that GM Construct is very similar to Halfway Park, which builds the myth that Halfway Park was built around GM Construct. For example, the positioning of the buildings is the exact same as GM Construct, and even the underground tunnels that nobody goes into. Let's move on to the next secret. The next Easter egg is the Duck Season avatar, and the map is the Bonelab hub. Go through the quarantine zone door and go up the elevator to the main part. Now either climb or use your Nimbus gun to get to the top of the map. Over here in the corner you should find the capsule for the dog avatar. The seventh secret is in Big Anomaly A, where on this whiteboard you can find the top secret menu. And on the menu they have hot dogs, green beans, melon bowl and burger soup. Also, apparently Friday is Pizza Demon Day, which is basically just the pizza brand in Bonelab. Also, this isn't really a secret because it's in every map, but in this little room there's a secret bathroom stall with loads of random references, like an avatar gun, which in my opinion was probably a concept. Let's move on to the 8th secret. Number 8 is in the Mine Dive map, and this is probably the biggest secret in the game. Take your Nimbus gun and fly to the right side of the Mine Dive entrance. You will find a door that says Wishing Well on it. Go through the door and it will obviously take you to a wishing well. Either jump or no-clip down through the well and you will find this weird outdoor place. This place, in my opinion, is really creepy because it has so much to it. Jump into the well again to be taken to this weird orb. Inside the orb, jump down here and no-clip through this door. Then go left and push open this, and you will be met with a really eerie room. And believe me or not, this goes even deeper. This room I think is a surveillance room for a different level in Bonelab. Let's move on to number 9. Number 9 takes us to Mirror. First thing you want to do when you're in Mirror is get your Nimbus gun and climb to the top of this thing. Get this keycard and put it in the hole to open this secret stairs. Go down the stairs until you're at this weird bridge. Follow the stairs from the bridge until you meet this weird room. Next, go down these stairs and break this box. Go through the little tunnel and you will be met with this weird jungle cave. The only thing in here is some furniture and a clipboard, so not really anything. But it's still kind of fun to break the destructibles. And if you've made it this far, comment down below the ghost emoji. Anyway, let's get to the final secret. Although the last secret isn't in Bonelab, it is actually in Boneworks, there is a black mesa mug in one of the tables in the streets level. And that concludes the 10 secrets in Bonelab. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you didn't, please leave me a comment on what I should improve. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.